Folks, to get us started, ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention please to get us started, we're going to please welcome up for his opening remarks, thank you very much, for his opening remarks, Niagara University President, Reverend James J. Marr, CM. Ladies and gentlemen, Father Marr.
Thank you, Todd. My message is really very simple tonight. I'm happy to be the warm-up act for Simon Gray. He's going to speak to us about the great things that athletics doing, and that's really what you're here to support. I just want to thank you for being here tonight. This is our largest turnout in 9 years of golfers, so can give yourselves a round of applause for your support. And just so that you know, we are committed to doing our part. We will roll out this fall close to $13 million of capital renovations for the Kiernan Fieldhouse, the Dwyer Arena, and the Gallagher Center. So thank you for your support. Tell your friends. Go to the highways and the byways. We're committed to athletics at Niagara University, and we really need your support. So thank you very much for being here this evening.
Thanks very much, Father. And as Father Marr did foreshadow, next up to the podium, ladies and gentlemen, in his 8th year as Director of Athletics here at Niagara University, please welcome Simon Gray.
First time I've ever been the warm-up act from the president of the university. So, Father, that was a tough act to follow, but thank you so much. If we could give a round of applause to Ryan Garino, who's run the show today. Ryan, terrific job. And if you'll bear with me, I'm going to ask you to clap a couple times as we go. But really, it's taken a lot of people to put together an outstanding year in our athletics department. By far the most successful that we've had in my 8 years here, both competitively, in the classroom, and in serving our community. So if all of our head coaches could please stand that are here today. Thank you, coaches. I looked over, Dr. Ireland was standing in the corner. I don't know what he coaches, but it may be something, yes. Thanks, Tim, thanks. We also have many of our athletics department staff members. If I could ask them to stand, please, and receive a warm round of applause. All of our athletics department staff members. Just really blessed. We don't have the largest athletics department in Division I, but we have the hardest working and the most dedicated. And I'm really blessed on a daily basis to have the privilege to work with them and experience their expertise in what they do for our student athletes. We have over 350 student athletes in 18 Division I programs. Our grade point average is well over 3.0. It's over a 3.2 cum, and our number one major is biology. So we are recruiting student athletes, we're recruiting scholar athletes that are here. And we've always done well in serving our community and in the classroom, and we're getting to a place now where we're winning in competition as well. We had our first MAC championship in 10 years this year with our women's swimming program. Absolutely fantastic effort by them and our coach of the year, Eric Bugby, but it was really across the board. We've moved up in the Commissioner's Cup standings, which is a comprehensive metric within our league that takes into account all the success across the sports, and we've done very well across in our women's programs. We were 4th overall in the MAC this year, which is really a testament to the hard work of our women's student athletes. But we're not done, and we can't get there without you. So you being here today is directly supporting the experience of our student athletes. The university, as Father mentioned, is committed. Ryan Garino is our first full-time fundraiser in the athletics department. So his daily effort is to raise money, and it's all to benefit our student athletes. We are facing an incredible challenge. Many people have mentioned to me today, we had alumni weekend throughout the weekend, how difficult it is in collegiate athletics right now. You see it in the media, name, image, and likeness, the transfer portal, all of the difficulties that we're facing. And it's different, right? It's different to scale, but we are not immune. The transformation committee that's underway right now with the NCAA is redefining what Division I is. Niagara has been dedicated to Division I for a long time, and that's not going away. but we are going to need the support of everybody. So as Father mentioned, thank you for supporting, but please help us bring people into the fold. Some of the people that Father and I are incredibly fortunate to work with on a daily basis is our Board of Trustees. And we have several Board of Trustees that are here tonight and support us. So if our members of the Board of Trustees and our Board of Advisors, those that are here, could you please stand? We'd like to give you a round of applause as well. A specific mention to Mr. Kevin Clark, who is the chair of the Athletics Committee within the Board of Trustees. Kevin, thank you so much for everything that you're doing for all of us. So as I close tonight, I hope you had a wonderful day. It seemed like an excellent day out on the course. The course was in great shape. I may have left a couple balls out there for those of you to find on the next time around. But we really appreciate it, and I know we're going to hear from you in a minute. But all of this is for the benefit of our student athletes, but it's a tribute to Ray Kist, who did so much for our athletics department. And thank you for your support and your families and friends' support every year. And it took a lot of coaxing, but we're finally going to hear from Ann up here at the mic. So we look forward to that as well. But thank you again. We look forward to seeing everybody next year. 29 foursomes this year, which is a record. We're going to go above that next year. We'll see you then. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Simon. So I got caught there. I wasn't quite sure where to stand. And I watched a lot of the French Open over the last couple weeks. I was trying to do my best ball boy. Could you guys tell I was there? I was trying to stay in the woodwork, trying to get out of the way there. That was my best ball boy imitation. All right, before we get to our keynote speaker and Kist, we have a couple individual awards to announce. First of all, our longest drive. Men's and women's winners each will receive a dozen golf balls. Ladies first, Selena Boric. Longest drive. Congratulations, Selena. Photo up. Sean Gillen, official photographer this evening. For the men, longest drive, Jeff Vincent. Come on up, Jeff Vincent. Next up, more individual awards. This is for closest to the pin. Closest to the pin on the 16th hole. Also, a dozen golf balls going to the winners. Ladies first. Did you want to get the other box, Selena? Because come back up. Selena Boric. Longest drive and closest to the pin. That's a good choice, and photo already occurred. Sean, you're good with that? Sean is good with that. Next up, closest to the pin for the men, our winner, Ryan Landry. We'll make sure that Ryan gets those golf balls. No, we will. All right, now, as Simon mentioned, of course, we're all here in support of the Ray Kist Annual Golf Classic, and it is my pleasure now to bring up Ann Kist, our keynote speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, Ann Kist up to the podium. All right.
Okay, so I had to bring some notes because this is not my forte, but I was a little taken aback being asked to do this. So I thought, all right, I'll give it a shot. So I thought I would give you a little bit of little-known facts about Ray Kist. Because as I look around the room, I see some familiar faces, but I see a lot of new faces. And Ray has been gone 27 years now. So I'm sure the university has turned over many times since he was here. So I think I'd like to share some thoughts with you. So Ray started his training career at St. Francis College in Loretto, Pennsylvania. And at the time, he also taught 6th grade at the local Catholic elementary school. In the summer times, he worked at the local golf course and said he was the golf pro there. I don't really know, and people who know Ray, they don't know either. But it was one of the things he touted. But he certainly could. This was a great way to honor him with a golf tournament, because that was his thing. And he honestly could hit a 5-wood further than most people could hit a driver. And it was interesting, Selena, to see that you got the longest drive with a 5-wood. So it must have been apropos. When I first met Ray, it was at Niagara basketball camp. I would bring my girls from St. Mary's School for the Deaf up to camp, and it was Ray's first year at Niagara. So the coaches would convene in the Rathskeller, which is a crazy place to be back in those days. But they also had a pool table there. So, I picked up the triangle rack and I handed it to Ray and I said, hey, you rack them, I'll crack them. So I cracked them and none of the balls went in, and then he proceeded to clear the table. And that was the end of that. Little did I know he was a pool shark, and he made his way through college shooting pool. Nobody else knows that here. And Ray also was quite the, excuse me, Father, but he was a ball buster. And anybody who knew Ray knew that. So at basketball camp, he would take it out on the rookie coaches. They're the ones that gung-ho, they think they know it all, etc. So Ray would tell them to go out at night. It could be pouring rain. And he would tell them to go over to the power authority and make sure that the doors were locked and there were no campers over there. And they would run over, and then would run back and report back to him that everything was good. But that was just one of the small things. I can't tell you all the rest of them. But obviously, he was the head trainer here at Niagara University. And at one point, he was the only trainer. But he also held other positions. And those other positions included men's and women's intramural director. He ordered uniforms and equipment. He took care of travel for most of the teams. And he even did a stint as the SID, the Student Information Director. Now, he really couldn't spell well. And that was before spell check. So there were a lot of hours spent proofreading the materials, because he did develop the program for the men's basketball team. But he certainly loved Niagara and the roles that he played here at Niagara. And most importantly, he loved the student athletes, and he loved to interact with all the student athletes. And after he was diagnosed with ALS, he continued to work. And the only time he missed work was when in one January, he spent the month at the Cleveland Clinic doing a trial for ALS. And when he came back from that, he continued to go right back to work. As his ability became diminished, John Monroe would come every day in his little truck, pick Ray up. Ray would get in the front seat. John and I would put the scooter in the back of the truck, and off they would go. And every day he did this without fail. So what a blessing that John was to Ray and also to me. And eternal thanks to you, John, for what you did for Ray back in those days. I would be remiss not to mention Mike Gormley, who was the head of physical therapy at Mount St. Mary's Hospital, who actually hired Ray as a physical therapist way back in the day before he actually got his assistant physical therapy license. The very first person he took care of had ALS. So he knew what he was up against when he was diagnosed with that. Those of you who were on campus back in those days obviously knew the dedication that Ray had to Niagara, not only to the student athletes, but to the staff and the priests that were here at the time. And he was totally dedicated, and like I said, he went to work every day. And the other little known fact that most of you have no idea about is that the day before he died, he called Niagara University and he said, I cannot come back in again. So that just shows you the loyalty that he had, and I think it's great. I'd like to thank Father Marr, Simon Gray, the people in the athletic department, the people in the Alumni Association who have kept this tournament going in his honor, because he really did love Niagara, and he put in a lot of hours and a lot of time here for both student athletes and for the staff. I'd also like to thank my friends Nancy Riccio, Dina Armstrong, and Pat Rose, who have been my continued foursome over the years, except this year, Jackie, thank you for filling in. And last but not least, I'd like to thank my sisters Katie and Mary and my brother-in-law Bill for coming over the years to this tournament. Again, it's a great honor for a great man, and I truly appreciate it. And I know he would too. Thank you.
And thanks so much. You did great. We love you, we support you, and really it's so great to hear from you. Thanks so much for doing that. We really appreciate the peek into Ray that none of us, some of us didn't know any of that. So tremendous. Thank you for sharing. Folks, we're now going to return to some more awards. We have the team awards. Third place. Each player in the third place team will receive a $50 AdPro gift card, again, per player. Third place with a score of 10 under. Third place team, Ed Warnke, Dennis Graciano, Jeff Canay, and Rob McCoy. Come on up to the podium. Who's ever remaining here from that foursome, come on up. You got to do a picture. You can get in the picture with the two guys. Photo op with Sean. There you go. Congratulations to our third place finishers at 10 under. Second place with a score of 12 under. Actually, first and second place both finished with identical scores of 12 under. So as they say in the game, they went to the cards. So after having gone to the cards, our second place team, each of these players receives a $75 AdPro gift card per player. Second place, 12 under, Bill Loftus, Randy Trugat, Mike House, and Terry Carey of that foursome. Please come on up. $75 AdPro gift cards per player. Bill, Randy, Mike, and Terry, come on up. I've just been informed they have self-proclaimed won the seniors division, a new category. It's not on the script, Bill, I'm sorry. All right, photo time. Official photographer, Sean Gillen. Steady hands, killing the columns.
Credit to Coach Paulus, he helped us too.
All right, a shout out to Coach Paulus from Mike House. So there, our second place team, congratulations once again. And our winners this year, the champions of the 2022 Ray Kist Golf Classic, as mentioned 12 under, but after going to the cards, our winning foursome, Aaron Kalura, Bob Sharp, Gary Hall, and Vince Tracy. That foursome, come on up, $100 AdPro gift cards per player. Yes, sir. Congrats. Photo op. they have promised to make sure the other half of that foursome gets their winning prize. Congratulations, our winners at 12 under. All right, folks, next up, we're going to do the 50-50 winner. We talk about great support here tonight. How about there was $1,600 raised in the 50-50 raffle, so the winning ticket holder has won themselves $800 as part of the 50-50 raffle. Now, the winning ticket, get your tickets out. I will increase the suspense or end the suspense quickly when I tell you it's an orange ticket. So you're still alive if it's an orange ticket. If you are holding orange ticket number, and you do need to be present to win, 463049. Orange ticket 463049. That is the quickest. Todd, pull another one that we've heard. Come on, Todd. See? That's right. That's right. 463049. It looks cloudy with my eyes, but that looks like the winning ticket. Congratulations. All right. All right, folks, last thing, truly, before we wrap things up, on your way out, if you're in the basket raffle or in the silent auctions, please see Marianne and her team at the front table. Find out if you had the winning number picked or if your bid was high enough to secure that silent auction prize. Again, I hope you all had a great time tonight. Thanks so much for sticking around. Hope you had a great day and enjoyed dinner, and help us remember and honor Ray Kist as part of the Ray Kist Golf Classic. My name is Todd Kell, and have a great night, everyone.